for both of you, but just start with Dalevon. I mean, you've had some absolutely impactful catches the last game, and then you continued with some huge catches today. I guess, what are you seeing from LaNorris in terms of your connection, but also how do you feel knowing that, towards the end of the year, you've been making some really good plays, and I guess LaNorris, just what have you seen from him? I mean, it's a really good feeling, obviously, but it's just, constant work, and, from LaNorris, I'm seeing what y'all seeing. He absolute dog. So, that's just to sum that all up.
Dalevon, can you take us through that big hit you had there on special teams on the punt return? It seems like you clocked him there.
I'll be honest, that's probably my favorite play of the game. Just because, it was – so, it's playing. I'm like, okay, he ain't finna, he finna fair catch it. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, I'm coming fast. He finna fair catch it, and he did. And it was just okay, it's going to be fun. And it was.
LaNorris, Shane was talking a little bit about some of the different personnel groupings, having to get creative with some of the injuries. I guess, what was your overall assessment of how the offense played? And do you feel like you maybe learned anything about some players or some packages that you haven't had to use yet this year?
Yeah, we had a lot of packages, a lot of new stuff. Starting with Tuesday practice, we knew we was gonna have to just what, like you said, the injury and stuff. But guys stepped up. They did what they were supposed to do. So that's all you could ask for.
Let's go to left, John.
Dalevon, what do you think's been different to be able to get you out on the field a little bit more? What have you been able to do a little bit better to see your reps increase?
Just practice. Just practice. Just opportunity and practice. That's it.
Let's go to Jordan.
LaNorris, the last 3 weeks, all the coaches are LaNorris is just more confident. But what does that look like for you? How does that actually show itself in practice or in a game?
Really just through a play, honestly. Just sitting in the pocket, being able to take hits, just being decisive. They just kind of tell me if I make a decision, it's the right decision all the time. And if it works out, it works out. And if it don't, it don't. But just be confident in myself.
Yeah.
LaNorris, got two for you. What was it like having Spencer back in the building this weekend?
It was good. I knew he was coming. He texted us in the quarterback group chat from last year, last week, that he was coming. So when I saw him in the locker room, he kind of snuck up on me a little bit, but I was excited to see him here.
And you're a guy that's from in-state. You understand what's coming up next as good as anyone. Just how excited are you to get to start in your first ever rivalry game, and how do you kind of keep it, the 1-0 mentality, the same thing?
It's very exciting. It's Clemson. You just got to go into practice, have a good week of practice, and if you have a good game, if you have a good week of practice. So,
LaNorris, it seems like every deep ball you need to make, you have learned to make it at this point. How have you kind of grown in that aspect?
Really just reps and practice, getting chemistry down with the guys, staying after practice, getting those routes in, getting them in practice, just trusting what I see.
So the last few weeks, you've basically been able to find your rhythm on offense. Kind of what have you seen, and how have you stayed ready for the opportunity?
I feel like that just come with practice. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. So just going into every week, just working, and just keeping your head down, just work. That's about it.
LaNorris, Coach said you may have called your own number one time tonight. Could you tell me your thought process there and what you saw?
I saw he was down on the one. I figured I could get in on quarterback sneak, so I caught it and we ran it. That was all. That wasn't to it.
For you guys. Good. All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.